Prince Harry and Meghan Markle find themselves facing the brunt of social exclusion within British aristocracy, with reports claiming they've been blacklisted by the influential Duke of Westminster, Gerald Cavendish Grosvenor. The alleged rift began when Meghan reportedly requested permission to film segments of her and Harry's Netflix series on the Duke's estates, a proposition he flatly denied. According to sources, the Duke's refusal was rooted in concerns over the privacy and commercialization that such a project might bring to his prestigious properties. The Grosvenor family, one of the most powerful and wealthy in Britain, holds extensive influence across the country. They own high-profile properties in London, including the upscale neighborhoods of Belgravia and Mayfair, areas synonymous with affluence and discretion. Known as a close ally to the royal family, the Duke's connections stretch deep into Britain's aristocratic circles, making his reported decision to blacklist Harry and Meghan particularly consequential. His apparent decision to sever ties reflects not only a break from this prominent figure, but a symbolic separation from the kind of British high society that once embraced Harry as a prince. It seems that Meghan's continued attempts to persuade the Duke, despite his initial denials, strained their relations further. Persistent negotiation tactics reportedly left the Duke feeling increasingly pressured, which only solidified his opposition to the filming request. For Harry and Meghan, this reported blacklisting is more than a personal grievance. It symbolizes a shift in their position within Britain's social elite. Their separation from royal duties has already distanced them from many traditional ties, but this instance could be a profound indicator of how they're now viewed by Britain's upper crust. The implications extend beyond the individual relationship. This alleged exclusion by a key figure in British aristocracy illuminates the broader gap between Harry and Meghan and the circles they once moved in. The couple, having distanced themselves from their royal roles, has pursued a life defined by their own causes and commercial ventures, particularly in media. This approach, however, appears to clash with the values of traditional British aristocrats who prioritize privacy and discretion over publicity and enterprise. The Duke of Westminster's rejection may indeed symbolize a growing reluctance within these circles to engage with the couple, as their activities increasingly veer away from established aristocratic norms. This decision is also understood to reflect simmering tensions within the broader royal family. Harry's relationships with his family members, especially Prince William, remain fraught, with reports suggesting a deep-rooted sense of resentment among senior royals regarding Harry and Meghan's departure. The Duke's choice to reportedly sever ties might signal his alignment with those within the royal family who view the couple's media projects as fundamentally incompatible with the decorum traditionally expected of royalty. Prince William, as an example, has reportedly harbored ongoing frustration over his brother's decision to abandon their shared royal responsibilities, a rift that many see as symptomatic of the larger schism between the Sussexes and British royal tradition. The fallout from this alleged blacklisting could potentially impact Harry and Meghan's future endeavors, especially those that might benefit from access to British social and political networks. High society circles, as exemplified by the Duke Circle, are known for fostering powerful alliances and opportunities, and exclusion from such networks may limit the couple's influence within the UK. Ventures dependent on prestige or public goodwill within the UK may now face increased difficulty without the implicit support of Britain's elite. Conversely, this distancing could also mark a turning point for Harry and Meghan, freeing them from the expectations of British aristocratic society, allowing them to more fully embrace their international projects and pursue their goals in an independent, perhaps even more candidly critical manner. Harry and Meghan's departure from the royal family already represented a significant break from royal traditions, but the alleged actions by the Duke of Westminster suggest a further, and perhaps more permanent, shift away from traditional British alliances. Should they choose to use this exclusion as a moment to pivot, it could bolster their growing media ventures with the freedom to present unfiltered perspectives on royal and British social customs. However, this independence may also carry the challenge of being publicly perceived as outsiders to the very social structures that once gave them influence. The Duke's reported move underscores the reality that Harry and Meghan's choice to pursue a media-centric lifestyle is not without its costs. For the couple, who has established a base in California and begun carving out a media-driven brand, this exclusion from British high society might serve as a liberating divide from their past life, allowing them to double down on their international image as independent activists and media figures. Yet, as they become increasingly separated from Britain's elite, this reported blacklisting raises questions about the long-term implications of this lifestyle, particularly as it distances them from the upper echelons of British society and solidifies their status as contentious figures within the country they once called home.